play the Eagles. Check the standings. Still first. Saints are 8-2. They're right there. Rams are 7-3. Packers 7-3. Lions are right there. Eagles. Man, everyone's there. This is the Eagles' chance. I think they don't. They lose 6-5, and it's still an open race. If they win, they go 7-4. Pretty much locks up the whole division for them. We still got standings with us. Rams are still there. The 49ers are still there. Cardinals, believe it or not, are still in the mix. They're still in the mix, believe it or not. So. Is there anybody worth signing in the offensive line? Not at all. There's nobody worth signing in the offensive line. So. We'll have to go to Philly for Sunday Night Football. Or Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football against the Eagles. Let's get this game going.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
All right, let's get the snow game out of the way.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends, because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year, started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders, and he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good for an Eagles.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's going to be a lot of running this game. I can see it.
Forward only to about the 42-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To throw is Wentz. And the Seahawk defense.
Take that sack, Carson.
Bring him down. Jared Reed. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15.
That's what we needed.
Inside the 10 at the 9. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Wilson being chased out left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Yet again.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
We blame it on the snow.
Out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25 yards
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And some space here. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's see Wentz doing that again.
On the pickup.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Sanders.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders.
Come on, guys.
And he'll work it inside the 30
Come
to
on.
the 29-yard line.
Sanders.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. This is caught by Jackson. And out of bounds all the way down.
Why would it not give me a guy that was right there so I could run up on him? You hit the button. You're supposed to be putting him closer. Come on, man.
And now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders.
He's in.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once again with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Clement. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Bobby Wagner.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Going for it with Sanders.
Let's go.
Behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here's Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson forced out to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be dropping after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Seattle.
Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks
Not risking it by throwing it away, and definitely not just trying to get no yards.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
you're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Now, watching Carson Wentz for the last 5 years, I know damn well he's not this good.
This is 3rd and 4.
No.
And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give
That's
him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Fucking Lord.
This offense
Come on,
finding
guys.
its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
How is he wide open?
Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. There the Eagles are back.
I need to look and see how the hell he was wide open on this. You just gave him up. There's no one. That's blown coverage on Jamal Adams right there.
Without a score. Time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Reed returning. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 26. He gives it off to Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball.
Was he down?
That's difficult to do.
Oh, his knee's down.
Just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Is there enough evidence to turn it over? Obviously there was. Let's go. It's our ball.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He may try. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball
Except
game.
for we didn't lose the first one.
They lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Dancing to his left.
Get off me. God, why did you?
And down he goes. The Eagles
That's on me.
there for the sack.
Too busy looking over on the right side. See the guy not
Wilson gets
right in my
sacked, and
face.
He tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
No, I'm just plain
Once
stupid.
again, the target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is...
They just missed him.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's a good play.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead now stands at 13.
Jason Myers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Not gonna return it.
Fielded
they are
a
gonna
couple
return this
yards
one.
into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Formation.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Returnable for Lockett.
Again. Come on.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over first down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Nah.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
I just want to run it a little bit more.
On second down, it's Carson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. A touchdown, the difference. 21-14, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-3. No contest. That's your final score. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 24-21, the final score. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun.
Damn.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We're getting fucked.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
No,
eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Personal foul.
Roughing the passer, defense. You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And they've got the hook up. This is
They just hit him again.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Don't do us like that.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Carson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Flush to his right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
There we go again.
Move the ball at least a few times.
Send me to the wrong player.
A couple of first downs and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he just falls short down at the
There's the first 100-yard
line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 61 yards that time on the ground. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles get a score closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile on that play, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Wilson. And
Oh!
that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh!
Throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Myers' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
Makes the score Seahawks 29.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And the numbers for him, pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage, that's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they've contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
And 6.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jared Reed in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing again, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Wilson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right? As a receiver, if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Oh my God, come on.
To the end zone, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown. touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this is back to a 3rd game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
The Seahawks, 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, they find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right.
There's no way Fletcher Cox is going to catch up to Wilson.
Taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
No, why are you not going for the fucking ball? Metcalf.
These guys are going to get the football at the
Dude.
28-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Gotta get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to like it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This pass complete. Wins to Ertz. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wentz. Past the 20. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Into the red zone. Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side
Pretty sure
as
he
a
caught that.
receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Eagles will set up.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this
Telling me
game
Bobby Wagner got
now
fucking
tied
bodied.
here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He was brought down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Dorsett's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Complete to Philip Dorsett. And 8.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. This is Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They run it with Carson. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Why am I not
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Carson.
He's in.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with time running out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 7, 30 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and despite the cold, despite the snow,
that was a really quiet game for me.
It was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing two things: the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often, but this had to bring out like the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for the Seahawks,
that's right. Shake your head, Carson
they just
Wentz.
keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew,
You all later.